No, that would have been my question, because apparently during the ChatRoulette call, the 1.5 hours, you connected on a different level. So you were like, okay, let's just exchange Instagram handles.
I think the first thing was the fact that I recognized that you were sick. So Gazal doesn't always wear a turban. Today he's dressed sharp and he put a turban for you. But normally he likes to wear a beanie. It's just easier. Like, it's kind of like a cap. But so my family, jumping back into my past, my family has been trading with India for many years. So I'm acquainted a bit with some of the Indians, like Indian culture and religions out there. The moment I saw him, even though he was wearing a cap, I'm like, are you sick by any chance? Because like your beard, the way you're portraying yourself like that, that's what it is. And he was in absolute shock.
Yeah, there was a reason for that, because I think in one of the calls that I had before her, I went through a racial comment. I'm like, I am not exactly who you think you are, who you think I am, but okay, I'll let it go there. So then she comes and she's like, are you sick? I'm like, I'm impressed,
Up until today, not many people realize what he is. Like, there is a bit of not knowledge of what Sikhism is. And I think maybe when you're a bit closer to the Indian cultures and diversity, maybe you know that there is this, he gets compared a lot to Muslims, which is nothing bad and nobody is offended, but it's not the same religion. And I think the conversation started from that, to the point that my sister came into the room at some point and she's like, how long is your hair? So he takes off the beanie and he's showing like how long is his hair, like to my sister. So this is how long the conversation was. Other people were even involved.
Yeah.
Wow.
It went on from movies, from discussing our own countries, even how India is, how Italy is. Then I don't know, even about something like feminism. Feminism was also.
What are you talking about?
I think we did talk about feminism as well.
Let's just say we have an absolute blank space on what we were talking about. We just know it made us connect to the point that we were like, right, I want to talk to you again.
And you did, I mean, Andreana, you were mentioning that you did talk every day until you did not anymore. What happened there in January, may I ask?
You want to take the lead?
Okay, I'll take a lead here.
I don't know what happened.
So,
he broke up with me.
There's a friend of mine, I won't take his name. So he made a very valid point. He was like, listen, this lady is in UK, in London. You are planning to go to Canada in a few months, okay? And like, there is nothing overlapping here. And he goes, what are you doing? Like, what is the end goal here? And I had no answer to that question. And I was like, maybe he's right. I might be wasting my time and her time. So it's better if it's ended at a lighter note rather than ending it at a very heavy note when things have gotten involved and everything. So I decided, we can chat, but let's not take it any further to a certain level. So this is where my mind went, and she went bonkers. You're like, excuse me.
I just say to him like that I couldn't be his friend because I already had developed some type of feelings. I needed to. For some reason I was like, this is so weird from an Indian person, like being so detached from their feelings. Like, usually I know Indian people to be way more like passionate than that. And I just told him, well, I can't talk to you anymore then. I can't be your friend. Like, and we went on for 5 days. There was a 5-day strike where I was crying every single day with my friends. I'm on the phone with them. I'm like, I don't know what to do, but I can't talk to him that way. And yeah, there was a call that happened at some point and I'm still crying. And it's like, oh my God, I made you cry. Like, oh, what did you think you were doing? And yeah, I don't know what we say. Again, blank on that call. I have no idea what we say to each other than he was in shock that I was sad about it. We kind of decided to like rekindle. Is that the right word? Yes. Rekindle. And we started talking again, basically forgot about this break.
And in the background, why I was also getting a bit anxious was, so due to pandemic, my plans for Canada were getting pushed further and further. Even that was another factor of stress for me, and like a lot of things were going on in my life as well. So I was thinking, if once I go there, I'll start my own life. Like, I was going as a student and I had to take care of my expenses, my studies. I'm like where would this go? So yes, so that was the reason why.
We're talking about a second breakup. He left me twice.
Very patient.
I am. I do know. I am. So he actually was really cute. In one of our weddings, he did a little speech and he said, I'm thankful because you made this happen. Like it was you that continued. So yeah, like we're not gonna get too much into it because it's pretty much the same story. But the second breakup was pretty much the same thing. He just moved to Canada and he was like, I don't know how we're gonna do this. And yeah, I was kind of pushing him to stop to London. So okay, step back. Second breakup was because he moved to Canada. It was actually in the process of moving to Canada. So it
I
was
moved
gonna
to Canada already.
no, when I say come to London and you didn't stop. Oh, you were already. So I tried to convince him to come to London and I was gonna be so crazy. So he was stopping in Frankfurt for like 20, no, not 20 hours,
Okay,
sorry,
1 second.
12 hours or something.
Let me structure it. Okay. In July of 2021, I finally took my flight after way too many struggles to Canada. Let me tell you that that flight wasn't the best flight ever. So I first took a flight from Delhi to Oman to Frankfurt, and then to Toronto.
There
Whole
were like
journey,
straight flights.
there
because of-
weren't straight flights due to pandemic reasons, and one hell of an expensive flight took me 1.5 days to reach Canada. Fine. She wanted to meet me in Frankfurt in transit, which is impossible. And you from Germany, you know Frankfurt airport. They gave me 3 hours of waiting period in which I had to reach my terminal. I made it by 20 minutes, barely. So I'm like, we can't possibly meet there. And, when I reached in Canada, in a month, it was crystal clear to me that my few years from now would be full of struggles. Okay, and I just had no idea how this lady in UK would be like. How are we maintaining?